Chicago pizza.
It's gonna have to have some lot of taste to it because it ain't the prettiest pizza I ever seen. We're gonna try this one more time to see if we can do this and not kill all of our chicks when they hatch. Now, I don't know if some of you seen my video a few weeks back, but I was demoing my homemade incubator here. I hatched my eggs. Well, a couple of them wasn't completely dry, so I was gonna leave them in the incubator a little while I went and got my brooder box fixed up and water and feed set up, and then I was gonna get them out of here and put them out there in the brooder box. And I come back in here and I made a fatal mistake. Now on this homemade incubator, the little temperature control wire here hangs down. But when I put the lid back on it that morning, I wasn't paying attention and it was sticking out the side. So therefore, the light never cut off and it just got so hot in there it killed all 7 of my chicks. So I hopefully fixed that. I fixed me a little deal here that holds the temperature controller there, sensor. So where it's hanging straight down, so it'll go straight in there when I put the lid back on. Now for some of you that didn't see that video, this is made out of a styrofoam box that was pizzas was shipped here from Chicago in that my son had ordered. And actually at the end of this video, we're gonna be testing them pizzas out, cause I ain't never eaten me no Chicago pizza. But I got 7 eggs here. I got 1 hen and 1 rooster American Bresse that I want to breed 1-on-1, just to see what I can get out of them and see if I can get a little more characteristics out of some chicks that I want out of the rooster. Try to get something else out of the hen, or anyway, I'm playing around with trying to 1-on-1 breeding here, and that's why I got these eggs. Now this will hold 12 eggs, but I've only got up to 7. I'm having a treater right now for glint, I think is how you pronounce it. So I ain't expecting to get no eggs for the next 2 or 3 days, so I need to go on and get these in the incubator. Now I'm gonna go on and put these in here from the start, do all my turning, and see how well they do. Now, if you've seen that video before, they hatched 7 out of 8 eggs, but I didn't start out with them in here. I started out with these eggs in the incubator in the house, doing the turning until I got this incubator completed and tested to where I felt comfortable with using it. So we've been to load the eggs up. As y'all seen in the other videos, if you've seen it, I got a homemade egg turner here that I can just walk out here in the morning, pull it one way without opening it, the eggs are rolled, push it back the other way in the evening. So I'm gonna get these eggs started right here today. Hopefully, I was hoping she'd lay one this evening, but it's about late enough. I don't think I'm gonna get nothing out of her. I'm gonna go and move that right there to the front. But that'll hold 12 eggs. Every morning I pull them, they'll roll over, push them in the evening, they'll roll back. Now, are they making a full turn? I don't think they're making a full turn, but they turning a little bit back and forth each time. I'm gonna say they're making about somewhere between, not even a half a turn, close to a half maybe. Now the temperatures done went down. It's cold in the shop today. It's in the 40s out there today. But I'm gonna make sure I get the lid on right this time. And if you didn't see the videos I done on this homemade incubator, I'll put the link above or either at the end of this video or in the description below this video where you can go watch it. I got $20 in this little incubator. That's 10 of it's for this little temperature controller here, and 10 of it's for the little fan that I put in it. So $20 total, and what I like about it is so thick wall. Several weeks ago when we was down in the teens and one night got down to 9 degrees and this shop ain't got no heat on it, this thing kept the temperature within 1 degree. And that's what I was wanting, something I can leave out here in the shop. But in about 21 days from today, I ain't gonna come in here and do no recording, because all I'm gonna do is pull and turn the eggs till it comes lockdown day. Then I'll put a little water in the bottom. Right now I do what I call dry hatching, because I'm in Louisiana, and most of the time our humidity's up there around 30–40%, especially this time of year in the winter, because it's raining all the time. Late winter coming into the spring. But I'll get back with y'all when they hatch. Hopefully these eggs are just as fertile as the ones before. And I'm hoping to get, I'd like to see 7 out of 7 hatch. Just so I can see what I'm gonna get out of this rooster and this hen. See y'all in 21 days. Well, it has been 21 days and we got some chicks hatched last night, so let's take a look. And this time, I done got the brooder box prepared, heated up all night long, so I won't do the same thing again, because this morning I got to leave and go to a doctor's appointment, and I knew what was hatched. I wasn't leaving in this incubator all day. So, let's take a peek. I done peeked through the glass here and I can't see. So we're going to open it up. And what has hatched, I'm going to get out of here and put in the brooder box. Because like I said, I'm going to be gone today. And I'm not leaving these in here all day. And something happened to whatever hatched. Normally, I don't like to open this and get out what hatched this early. So it looks like we got 4 out of 7. I'm going to put these in my little box real quick so I can get this shut. And we're going to shut that and see if them other 3 going to hatch today. Now y'all can see I'd rather left these in the incubator a little longer because they're not that fluffy. So I'm finna cover them up and get them out to the brooder box. I'm gonna dip their beaks in the water so they know where the water's at. And I'm gonna stick them right up under that heat plate, cause like I said, these ain't totally dry and fluffed up yet. And hopefully the little fellas will make it. Again, I'd rather for them to have stayed in the incubator a little longer, but I got to get on the road this morning. Okay, it's been another 24 hours. And we're going to peek in this morning and see what else has happened. Now, yesterday afternoon, when I got back from being gone all day, 1 more had done hatch. So that made 5 out of 7, and I put it in the brooder box. And we'll go look at them and check on them this morning, because it was raining so hard yesterday, coming a flood around here. So it looks like our outcome's gonna be 5 out of 7 this time instead of 6 out of 7. And I'll do an autopsy on these 2 eggs, because usually if they that late hatching, the chicks ain't gonna survive no way. That one right there started peeping, but he's dead already. That one right there looked like he probably drowned it. Humidity went up a little too high. So I know it was fertile. And the other egg right there, whatever happened, it happened way early in the stage. It was a fertile egg. And I ain't gonna bust it because I don't want no mess in here, but that and there something happens. So all of my eggs was fertile. I'll get back and clean that up in a little while. So it probably had more to do with the humidity, and some of you see that humidity was up high yesterday. And that's where I play a hard game with these little cheap incubators. Because like yesterday when I got up, guys, our humidity was 70%. And then it went to raining all day long, so our humidity was 100% all day long. That affects these little incubators, especially when they outside here. Now, 2 days ago, I put some quail eggs in one of my coop incubators in the house in there, and that's indoors. And like I said, I start out dry hatching. And it's running 35% humidity indoors right now, and ain't never had a drop of water put in it. So, if I may have got these other 2 to hatch here if I wouldn't have put water in at the end, but I didn't know it was going to be raining for 2 days right here at hatch date. But anyway, that's what it is. It is what it is. I'm happy with 5 out of 7. Now let's go check on them and make sure the other 5 has survived. So all 5 has survived. But I got to get some of this wet chips out of here, because it come a toad floater yesterday and last night. That or it's done got enough leak in here to get their bedding. But they fluffed up and turned into pretty little chicks. Toes look good on that one. Don't see no crooked toes on that one. Toes looking good so far. I'm gonna get y'all back under the heat. I'm gonna get y'all back. Let me get this out of here. Guys, I don't think my brooder leaked. This bottle's totally leaked. Guys, I don't think my brooder leaked during the rain. This bottle's totally empty. And wood chips done got in there and basically wicked it. Worked like a wick and wicked all the water out into the brooder. So we got 5 out of 7. I'm happy with that. And all that was done in that homemade incubator, and that was started from day 1 and turning the eggs every day myself, once in the morning and once in the evening. But I got to get things fed because it's thundering and we finna get another flood here today. Early spring. Rain, rain, rain. Let's go see what else we can find y'all to see. Now, if the rabbits is on schedule, there ought to be some baby rabbits this morning. When you have any rabbits? Well, Gwen didn't have hers, so hers ought to be coming today or tonight. Loretta had some last night. Let's see. It ain't been long for her blood still in there, ain't dried up. So there's one. I don't handle them much. I just kind of make sure ain't no dead one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somewhere around 8. But like I said, all I'm doing is making sure ain't no dead one in there. Get some of her blood here out of the hay there. And I stick them back in there and leave them alone. So when they first have them, I try not to handle them. I just check and make sure ain't no dead one in there. Gwen should be having hers today or tonight. And when it's doing all this raining, I close this up. Here's Gwen's 4 from her last litter. That's about, I don't know, somewhere around 6 weeks old. This is the only 4 I got left out of Gwen and Loretta's litter. And these, I think's got some new home to go to today. These are pedigreed American rabbits that I just do for the fun of it. And a lot of them, they don't get new homes to go to. They go to the freezer count. Today I'm trying me a new little recipe here for some pineapple pickled eggs. Now I don't really consider them pickled because I ain't going to be using pickling sauce, and I don't use as much vinegar because I don't like a real strong vinegary pickled egg. I like, I guess, flavored eggs if you want to call it that, because I'm not leaving these out. When I make my eggs, I put them in the ice box. I don't know if y'all seen the other ones I made the other day, the Jezebel flavored ones. Them was great. Them didn't last but about 3 days and they was gone. But me and Sharon love pineapple, and I'm gonna see if I can make some pineapple flavored ones. Right now I got my water coming up to a boil, so I can boil my eggs. I'm gonna go on and boil about 18 eggs, whether I use them all or not. We eat them boiled, or you use them on a salad or something other. But in this recipe, I'm gonna have 1 cup of water, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of sugar. Usually I use brown sugar. On this one I'm gonna try white sugar. I got about 1/4 cup of orange juice, pure orange juice. And then for my pineapple juice, I don't know if that's going to be enough. This is pineapple spears. I'm going to use that juice. Let's see how much that is. Oh, that's probably about 3/4 of a cup of juice. But I'm going to have the spears that was left in there. That is probably, I'm going to guesstimate, about 3/4 cup of chopped I chopped them up. 3/4 cup of chopped pineapple spears. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil, and that's gonna be our brine. Set that over out of the way. And we're gonna put just a dash of red pepper flakes, but I'll do that after I jar my pickles and stuff. I'll put a dash in each jar. So right now, when I boil eggs, fresh chicken eggs, especially if you use some that you've had for about 2 weeks, I get my water where it's just about to start to boil. I put my eggs in there and I'll boil them for about 10 to 12 minutes. I immediately take them out, put them in a sink. I already got cold water over there with ice in it. And most of the time, my fresh eggs peel real easy by doing it that way. I don't put salt. I've tried to put in the salt. I've tried to put in the vinegar. But to me, 10 to 12 minutes of hard boiling, immediately go into the cold bath. Now that egg's floating. I don't want it. I don't want the egg that's floating. Oh, it cracked open as soon as I put it in there. I ain't gonna get 18 eggs in this little pot right here, so we'll just go with 17. But after I boil my eggs, I'll get back with y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna bring my brine up to a boil. Get my 2 jars. This ought to be enough to do 2 jars. Normally I do just when I'm trying a new recipe, I do just 1 jar, but I know how I like pineapples, so I can't believe I ain't gonna like them. So I'm gonna go on and do 17 eggs, whatever jars that takes. It may take 1/4 and a pint, and it may take 2 quarts. Some of these eggs is bigger than others because some of my chickens is pullets is laying smaller eggs, so I can get more eggs into a jar sometimes. I got the eggs out, immediately put them in the hot water. Bump them on the side of the sink right there. And guys, see how easy they peel? Like I said, that's 10 minutes at a hard boil. I don't put my eggs in the water until I start seeing it starting to bubble just before getting to a boil. Put them in there 10 to 12 minutes. Have a sink over here with cold, not just cold water. I put ice in it, make an ice bath. And if you do that, you ain't gotta use salt and vinegar and all them other ways that's shown out there. And I've tried them too, but this seems to work the best for me. So now I'm finna jar our eggs up. I had boiling water in this jar. And speaking of that, I had the idea I was gonna use that jar that them pineapple spears was in. See, these eggs being pulled eggs, you can put a lot of eggs in a quart jar. And I'm gonna have more juice than I need, so I'm gonna boil me some more eggs. But anyway, back to my story. I had the idea of using that. Had to get my eggs loaded up there to start boiling them. But anyway, back to my story. I was gonna use the jar that them pineapple spears come in. I said, well, since I ain't trying to seal these, I'm gonna just put the top on them after they cool, put them in the ice box. I'll just use that jar. But I was gonna put some hot water in that jar because this is hot. And when I poured that boiling water in that jar, it just busted, guys. Them jars ain't made for that. So now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get over the sink and pour some in here to pour in a jar, because this pot here ain't got no pouring spout. I'm gonna top this jar off with these. pineapple brine. And one of them I'm gonna put I don't know, probably about a teaspoon red pepper flakes in it. And then the other one I ain't gonna put red pepper flakes in it. I think we better take that egg bag out. But I tasted this brine, that tastes good. Like I said, ain't no pickling spices in here. That's what we got. I'm gonna set it over here, and when it cools, we'll put it in the refrigerator. Got me another dozen of eggs boiling, plus I threw 2 duck eggs in there. Do a little experiment with duck eggs. I don't know how the duck eggs will taste out of pickling, because you know their yolk's so big. We're gonna jar them up as long as I got brine left here. Put this back on the burner and keep it warmed up. But guys, right there is the pineapple flavored pickled eggs. After it cools, put them in the refrigerator. Let them set about 3 days. And then we're gonna get them out. And at the end of this video, you'll see me and my wife give them a taste test. Well, it's been 3 days, guys. And Sharon's in the kitchen cooking. Actually, we got them Chicago pizzas in the oven here. I'm going to show y'all what a Chicago pizza looks like. That would be the ones that were shipped here in the box that I made that homemade incubator out of.
What is this?
A pineapple pickled egg. My first thoughts is it's very light on the pineapple flavor. It's almost like eating a raw egg. Just a little hint of pineapple flavor and just a hint of pickling. I didn't put no pickling spices in it. I think I might, when we got this out, add some pickling spices to it. What do you think? Ain't near about as good as the Jezebel. The Jezebel ones was great, guys.
It's just different. It's good. I bet it'd be good on a salad.
Yeah, it's good because it ain't overwhelmed. It's just got a hint, just a slight hint of pineapple flavor. I was expecting it to be stronger since I put chunks in there.
I wonder what the pineapple tastes like.
Good pizza. She's gonna get a piece of the pineapple out and see what it tastes like. Better than the egg, I bet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the egg did. I mean, they ain't near about enough pineapple flavor in that egg.
Yeah. Better than pickled eggs.
Better than pickled eggs?
I said better than pickled eggs.
Yeah, she don't like pickled eggs at all. But now the Jezebel ones she like.
I like pickles and I like eggs, but I don't like pickled eggs.
How much do your pizza like? Need peek in on?
You can peek in on it.
We're gonna peek in on this pizza.
Chicago pizza.
I ain't never been to Chicago, so we had the pizza brought to us. Or our son did. We're gonna get it out after a while and I'll show y'all a close-up shot after we cut it. It actually looks better after it's cooking than it did when we took it out of the box. Burn yourself.
I did a little bit.
They say Chicago's supposed to be the best pizza there is. It's gonna have to have some lot of taste to it because it ain't the prettiest pizza I ever seen. What do you think?
It's not.
Sherry's cooking up some dips, finger foods. We're gonna have some guests over after a while. And I'm still trying to get her to take time, guys, to make videos when she's cooking. She's always in a hurry.
I'm going to though. This right here I'm making is cheesy bread. My sister's recipe. The kids don't like green onions, so I'm separating them out and added green and onions to half of it. Just in case the kids don't eat the Chicago pizza, I know they'll eat some cheesy bread.
I'm gonna go on and add a little more pickling spice, or some pickling spice. I didn't even put pickling spice in this, but I wanted the pineapple taste. And it just, like I said, it's just a hint of pineapple. And this was the one that had the red pepper flakes, just a few in it. And the other jar didn't even have no red pepper flakes in it. I'm gonna try one of the without the pepper flakes and see if it tastes any stronger. Pineapple flavor, for some reason.
There's one, clean one.
Oh, here's the duck egg. We might as well sample the duck egg, guys. It was in this jar.
You put a duck egg in there?
I done 2 duck eggs. She didn't know I done the duck egg. It's gonna have a lot bigger yolk in it. It tastes a little bit stronger, pineapple flavored. It may just eat it up with more pineapples in the jar. You can take a bite of it. Or either the duck egg soaked it up better than the chicken egg, which I wouldn't think. It does taste a little stronger, don't
It is a little bit stronger. You can taste more pineapple in it. That's weird.
it? Well, maybe.
Well, and you got a smaller jar.
A smaller
In a big jar,
I may have put more
more pineapple.
pineapple itself in
Yeah.
this jar.
I bet that's what you did.
Still ain't as stout as I thought it was gonna be. Alright, I gotta get out of the kitchen before she starts getting mad at me.
Or put him to work.
Or put me to work. Yeah, it wasn't your best out.
Cheese bread ready.
Truthfully, I would say that just wasted some good pineapple spears.
Yeah.
If you want to know the truth. I won't waste no more pineapple spears.
That's right.
I just so need the pineapple and just so need the both of it. You know which one's that?
This is the sausage.
A Chicago sausage pizza. I want the crisp one. What?
That's good.
Good?
Mm-hmm. That's real good.
I had my doubts, but the Chicago pizza's pretty good, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
It was like,
John.
I know it's good.
I know. used to what pizzas look like around here.
Yeah, that ain't nothing like
You look
that.
at it, it don't even.
It looks more like a lasagna or a pie.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an incubator out of the box and pizza to eat.
That's it.